Hi everyone. Good good evening. Good evening. It's amazing having every one of us here. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for joining in. Today is going to be a very good day. I can assure you of that. It's going to be a great learning experience. I'm hoping that in the next 1 hour would have had a very insightful session. But as we go ahead, I'd love you to hail us from where you are, what's your name, what are you into, and importantly, where are you joining us from? I know we're going to have people from Ghana and from Nigeria here today. So I want you to come to the comment section, introduce yourself, tell us where your name, what you do, and where you're joining us from today. I'm ready for today. I'm totally ready. So let's go to the comment section and put up some energy there. Go there, put your energy there, put your favorite emoji. I'm pretty excited about today, and I'm hopeful that we're going to have a good time. So let's go. Let the comment section begin to buzz. Let it begin to buzz. I don't want to feel alone here, not even for a second. I want to be sure that I have good company here with me today. So go ahead, drop in the comment section, drop a chat, let us know your name, where you're joining us from, and then we shoot. If you also have friends who are supposed to be here, please go ahead and tell them to join in, join in, join in. We are live. We are live. Let me drop a reminder for others who are not in. So please go ahead and drop a chat. I don't want to feel alone here. I don't want to feel alone. I know I have vibrant business owners here, entrepreneurs, business leaders, and I want us to make the most of the moment that we have. Okay, so while you drop your chats, I'm going to do a quick introduction. Today, we're going to be dealing with a very, very important subject matter. It's called How to Attract the Right Team. In church today, someone dropped a quote. He said, "If you want to go, if you want to go far, right? Say go alone. But if you want to go farther or something, you go with the team. You go with people. No big dream ever gets accomplished alone. Please note this: no big dream ever gets accomplished alone. If you're ever going to succeed, you must succeed with people. It's a given. You cannot achieve any great thing running solo. If you're ever going to succeed, you must succeed with people. And I tell people who are building businesses actively, I tell them what you're building is as important as who you are building it with. You don't just build casually. You don't just have a big vision and that is all there is to it. Whoever partners with you in that vision tells you how far you're going to go. So that's why I want us to look into the subject matter on how to attract the right team. Welcome, Mr. Benjamin. Welcome, Celestia. Welcome, Samuel, Bawa, Irene. Good to see every one of us today. Okay, so let's dive right in. We don't have all the time, so I want us to quickly join. All right, so in case you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Joyce Kenneth. I'm the founder of Tribe Leadership Consult. I'm a co-founder at InCharge Solutions Limited, which is a leading business management and development company here in Nigeria. I'm a licensed human resource practitioner with the Chartered Institute of Personnel Management. I'm a corporate leadership trainer and a human resource strategist. I'm a wife. I'm a mom of three. I'm a resident pastor at my local church assembly. I've authored two books, Small Team, Big Results, and The Culture Strategy. If you look at the screen, you're going to see the books there. Sorry, you're going to see the books there. Small Team, Big Results, and you have the culture strategy. If you're someone who has a lean team and you're looking for how to win big with your team, the book to get is Small Team, Big Results. And if you're someone who is looking for how to establish the right strategy in your business, the right culture in your business, you need to go for the cultural strategy. Both of them are complementary books. If you read Small Team Big Results, you need to read the culture strategy. If you read the culture strategy, you need to read Small Team Big Result. The details on how to order both for Nigeria and Ghana are all on the screen. So you can go ahead, screenshot, and then you can get a copy. And by the way, we'll be in Ghana very soon. So if you get it, if you want the hard copy, you're going to get it in Ghana in the month of June. And if you want the soft copy, you can always get it online as soon as you purchase. So I want to indulge us. Please go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can just click the subscribe button. We're going to be using YouTube going forward to help us have more, build a larger community. All right, so it's connection time. I know some of us have already done that. You've dropped your name, your location, and the nature of your business. Let's connect. I'm huge on connection. And I want us to maximize the time we have together. Sometimes what you need for the next level of your business is the right relationship, is the right connection. Something not about knowledge. Sometimes you just need the person that will connect you to your next opportunity. And it can happen in a virtual session just like this. Now, you're going to see me train. Even maybe this is your first time of seeing me train, but each time I train, I love to establish the foundational philosophy for what we do at Thrive Leadership Consult. And we capture that in the phrase that says, people are like seeds. If you plant them in the right environment and nurture them, they will thrive. That's where we got our name from. People are like seeds. If you plant them in the right environment and nurture them, they will thrive. So each time you see that next person that joins your team, that person is like a seed. And what will help them thrive is the environment that you create for them. The environment this time is not about just beautiful aesthetics, good furniture, and all of that. While all of those are beautiful, the environment that determines if people will thrive or dive is the culture in that place. So someone I respect so much made a comment. In fact, I think he wrote it in my book because he did the foreword of my book, Culture Strategy. He says, when culture rocks, talent thrive. When culture sucks, talent dive. Did you get that? So your people are either thriving or diving. I have someone here that says, I'm struggling with, working with people running my shop. Don't worry, we're here together. We're going to learn a lot. Okay, so I want to sound this note of warning as we go ahead. The conversation we're going to be having today may not interest you if you're not building a legacy business. I need to establish this. If what you're running is simply a hustle, if what you're running is simply just for the basis of survival, what we're learning today will not interest you. A legacy business is one that is building beyond just the immediate. A legacy business is one that is interested in building for posterity. Sometimes you hear that companies have been around for 100 years, 200 years, 50 years. The truth is that it takes a lot to build for the long haul. How far you're able to build a business would depend a whole lot on the systems and structures that you set up. And this time, not just physical systems. In the place where I come from here in Nigeria, one of the most common business you see here is hospitality business. And when you see beautiful hotels, powerful structure, powerful, they invest a lot, bringing in the best mattresses, best this, best that, and make it very classy. But give it 3 to 5 years. When you step into that place, you would never believe that they once had any life there. Why? Because they focused on building external structures without putting any emphasis on internal structures. Just over time, in a short time, that physical structure would depreciate and would degenerate to a level where you will not recognize that life ever existed there. So this conversation we are having about attracting the right team will not excite you if you're focused on just, building a business to meet your immediate needs as a human. While I admit that you have immediate needs to meet, but building a legacy business requires a lot of sacrifice. People who are building legacy business are very much interested in conversations around vision. They're interested in learning how to build a winning culture. They're interested in clarifying their value systems. They're interested in structuring their businesses. They're interested in putting systems and policies and procedures in place. That is a legacy business. So I want you to let me know in the comments, are you building a legacy business or are you barely building a hustle? Now let me say this. If you have a beautiful office space, a beautiful office space, a beautiful environment, and you don't have internal systems and structures, what you may be running is a glorified hustle. It may not look like a hustle on the outside because it looks like the money is dropping. It looks like, things are not, anybody can make profits. The highest conversation we should be having is on sustainability. You can make the profit today and tomorrow, but are you still going to be here in the next 10 years? Will you still be in the game in the next 20 years? That is a conversation that we're going to be having. Now, let me establish this. We're talking about team, right? And I said here that negotiation is the new recruitment model, and everyone has a say on the negotiation table. I want to bring our attention to that statement. Negotiation is the new recruitment model. In the past, you know how we do recruitment, you tell people to come and then you treat them anyhow. You tell them, oh, have a seat. Sometimes you stay for a very long time. You don't attend to them. They wait all day. They wait all day for you. And you're just there feeling cool with yourself. And you're saying, no, you wait, we're testing you on patience. You treat them anyhow. And then because at some point you feel like, that was the hands down recruitment method, where the hiring manager or the employer seems like a demigod, pressing, the candidate looks like one whose destiny is in your hands, to get a job in this life. But that's not what we have anymore. The job market is now an open market. Across, the internet gives us myriads of opportunity. Sometimes people don't even want to get a job anymore because they feel that, oh, even if I don't get a job, I can build my personal brand and make some money. I can go on freelancing sites and join them and make some money. So the truth of the matter is, if you're going to build, if you're going to attract the right kind of team members, you must be open to negotiation. Negotiation means that before, we'll ask candidates, sell yourself to us. A candidate will start advertising themselves. I have 5 years experience. I've done this, I've done that. Right now, it is not just candidates who are selling themselves. Organizations are now selling their visions. Candidates are now asking, why should we choose your organization? Because now they have options. I don't know if, I know I have Nigerians here. You have the popular thing, people say, oh, I've been served breakfast. It's used mostly in relationship where you have a breakup. And like, I've been served breakfast. Right now, candidates are serving employers breakfast. I run a recruitment agency, and in our agency, these days you see people accept offers, and then by the next day, they're sending you a rejection that they got a better offer somewhere else. So right now, it's not just candidates serving employers breakfast. Everyone is serving everybody breakfast, right, left, and center. Have you ever been served breakfast by a candidate? So that should tell you that the terrain of employment has really changed. What it used to be is no longer what is. So I want us to pay attention to what we're going to discuss it and know how to negotiate to attract the kind of people that you truly want on your team. Are we still together? I don't want to feel alone here at any point in time. So let's keep the comment section buzzing. Keep dropping your thoughts. Whatever hits you from what we're saying, drop it. If you have a favorite emoji, keep dropping it so that we have the room very active. All right, so have you ever heard about the very popular law of attraction? I don't want to sound mystic or try to sound, but it's a law. It's a universal law. It's a law of nature. It's a natural law. And if you've ever heard about the law of attraction, it's simply what the law of attraction talks about simply is like attracts like. As simple as that statement sounds, it tells you that you deserve the kind of team members that you have. People with similar energy attract each other. That's the law of attraction. You attract people who are like you, people who are on your frequency, and all of that. So the truth is that if you understand the law of attraction, you will know that. That's why I did not put the subject of this webinar as how to recruit the right team members. It's how do I attract the right kind of people that will bear the burden of vision that I carry, to work with me. So like attract like, and people with similar energy attract each other. So I said here, your organization has to function on the frequency of the kind of people it wants to have. Some of us want certain kind of people, but we don't have systems and structure that those kind of people will want to work in. Now, do you know that I've come to discover that what keeps people is not the amount of salary that you pay them. In the times where we are, people will always choose a good culture to a high pay. I'm in the recruitment space. Before, it was just about the pay. But right now, now you hear a lot about my mental health, and all of that. People will choose the right culture to a high pay. Now, that's very critical. That's very, very critical. So if you want to attract a certain kind of people, see, you cannot attract ambitious people in your business if you're not a visionary leader that can create a future for them to fit into. As a business owner, I want you to realize that as much as you have big dreams and you have big plans, those people that you want to work with you also have big dreams and big plans. When you sit down and you daydream about having great vacation and all of those things, the people on your team also have the same dream. That is what you must realize. And your work as a leader is to create the possibility of who people can become working in your organization. You can't talk about having people who are growth-minded without having a system that has a growth path for people. People who you are willing to attract have a plan and a growth path for their life, or a plan for their life. So if you're going to attract them to your business or to your organization, have you designed a career growth plan to suit those kind of people? People are asking the question, apart from salary, what else? If I work with you for 3 years, what else? I come from the Christian faith, and I have a Bible bias. So sometimes you hear me chip in 1 or 2 statements. It's my bias. And if you hear what the Lord Jesus said when he called his disciples, he said, "Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." So he was calling his disciples from a point of low life and a lack of influence, because they were uneducated men, they were illiterate men. But he promised them a life of influence if they joined him on his journey. So, dear leader, I'm asking you today, who will your team members become by working with you? If they choose to give you the next 5, 10, 15 years of their lives, who will they become? One of the reasons why we have high employee turnovers, people come and people go, people join our business and they leave us. One of the key reasons why we have high employee turnover is because we lack career growth plan for our people. And you cannot have a career growth plan if you don't have a vision of what you're building. Now, note this, please. You can't build long-term teams with short-term plans. If you have not seen your business being there for the next 15 years, you can't build a team that will stay with you that long. Please note again, you can't build long-term teams with short-term plans and visions. It takes a lot to attract and retain ambitious people in your system. Does your system allow growth? Am I making sense? If I'm making sense, please keep the comment section buzzing. I want to feel that you're getting what I'm saying. So before I go any further, I'd love to establish what is the purpose of a team. Why do we need people? Why? Because some of us have gone through a lot, hiring people, having some bad experiences, and we are tempted to say, I want to just do my business alone. I don't want any other person. I don't want anybody to break my heart in my business. I have had good people work out on me. They've stolen from me. In fact, I saw a post on social media this week, and it says that an employee who stole goods worth 100 million. The employer lives on jewelries. An employee stole goods worth over 100 million, which was all she has ever had. So some people like that are going to be very hard and strict. You won't know why they can't trust because of experience. So, but then, like I said at the start of this webinar, I said, you can't achieve anything great working alone. There's a limit to what you can achieve doing things by yourself. If you're ever going to grow in impact, in influence, you're going to expand the scope of your operations, you must need people. Deal with it. But the question is, how do we get the right people? So the purpose of a team, like I said here, is to bring about corporate growth when you start to desire growth, I'm going to share a brief story. Just came to my heart to share this. Maybe someone needs to hear this. When I started business, I started my business as a side hustle, doing a full-time job. Later, it became my full business where I resigned my full-time job. And I always had the fear of hiring people. And my fear was not because I've had any bad experience. It was simply because of the fear of paying salary. What if we start, I'm not able to pay salary? What if I was so scared? Like, I didn't want to owe people. I didn't want to be, what if I'm not able to meet up with the cost of, my operational cost and paying off staff? When we took the first intentional hiring decision, we made our first hiring decision of three candidates to join us, three team members. One was in charge of our digital marketing effort. Cash to pay salary. But do you know that by the fifth month, we had our first international deal that exceeded our annual goal for the year? How, if we're just building, if it was just me building, which I had done for like 2-3 years, there was a limit to the results that we could have. But in that year, when we brought in a team, we did 20 times what we used to do when it was just me. Did someone get that? So the purpose of a team is to bring about corporate growth through the use of complementary skills, personalities, ideas, knowledge, and experiences. Remember that the goal is growth. The goal is not just to boast that you have employees. The goal is growth. And you do that, you're bringing people that have complementary skills, personalities, ideas, knowledge, and experiences. And that is why before you start hiring, you must have made up your mind on the job specification. The people we are bringing in, do they have the relevant skills? Do they have the relevant personalities, the relevant knowledge, the relevant experiences, qualifications, and all of that? See, as an employer, you need a lot of clarity. If you're married here or you're trying to get married, you always hear the thing about, oh, I'm looking for my spec, right? You have a spec. I want them tall, dark, and handsome. I want them with 6 packs. I want them like this. I want them. You know how we do all of those things. That same way you have a spec for the kind of life partner you want, in that same way, you need a spec of the kind of job candidate or employee or team member that you need in your business. Do you have a spec? A spec is what we call job specification, that outlines the kind of skills, the kind of experiences, the kind of knowledge that they have so that they can fit into what you're building. If you lack a clear job specification, you're going to struggle to have the right people work with you. Am I making sense? All right. So I want to bring towards the concept of team avatar. In fact, I think I was the first person. I wrote about this in my book, Small Team, Big Results. And by all means, please get that book. Get Small Team, Big Results and get Culture Strategy. Those are powerful resources in the hands of any business owner who wants to build for the long term. And I wrote about the concept of team avatar. When I came into business newly, one of the dominant concepts I heard was customer avatar. We're told to design our customer avatar. What is the picture of your ideal client? What are their pain points? What are the things that they're expecting? What is their, what are their demographics? What is their income level? What is this? So we took our time designing the kind of person that we want our business to serve. Customer avatar. But then I found out that there was the gap because we had our ideal customers, but we didn't have a clarity on our ideal team members. Because it takes an ideal team member to serve an ideal customer satisfactorily. If you only have your ideal customer and you don't have your ideal team members, you are going to struggle to satisfy your ideal customers because it takes a certain kind of person to serve in your business. Just like your business is not designed to serve everyone, not everyone is designed to work in your business. Did you get that? So I said here that a team avatar is a detailed description and representation of your ideal team member, the type of person you want to work or serve within your organization. Just as your business is not designed to serve everyone, not everyone is designed to serve within your business or your organization. So your business is not for everybody. It's not everybody that will work there. You need to sift through the people that qualify. And that is why I gave this formula. I said your ideal team members should be aligned in these three areas. They should be a mindset fit. Do they have a mindset for growth? And you test that by seeing how aligned they are with your vision. Are they culture fit? Do they express the value system that matches your company value system? There has to be value alignment. And are they role fits? Do they have the necessary or relevant skill and expertise to work in that role? These are the three things you're going to be looking at: mindset fits, culture fits, and role fits. Mindset must be growth oriented. Culture must align with your value system, and the role must require that they have the skills and expertise. That is why when you're designing the process of recruitment, you must capture questions or scenarios or exercises that will help reveal if they have the right mindset, the right culture, and they fit into the role. Is that okay? So looking at how to attract the right team, what are the strategies we need to employ for attracting the right team? I'm going to say three key things that you need to be aware of. Please, as we're saying these things, if any word hits you hard, go ahead and drop in the comment, hey, this one hits me. If anything makes a lot of sense or meaning to you, drop it. I don't want to feel alone in this place. I want to know that I have your attention and that you're getting a lot of value. My goal is that when you come into this session, you're going to leave here with lots and lots of value and things you can implement, not just to be here to maybe just spend your time, not at all. All right. So the number one thing we're going to look at when it comes to attracting the right team is about you building your employer's brand or reputation. We're used to branding. Most times we build businesses that are only customer focused without being team focused. We emphasize a lot on, build your brand so that people can trust you, your customers can trust you, do this for the customers. But the truth is that if you don't build an employer's brand, and what is an employer branding, by the way? Employer branding is a strategic process that involves creating a unique place of work that attracts talents whose knowledge and skills are needed to meet the organization's goals and objectives. What that means is that we need to position ourselves as a place people love to work. Are your team members excited working with you? Will they recommend your organization to people to work with you? That's the truth. What kind of brand do you have as an employer? Are you the one that people have, no, that company, very bad culture? See, the culture of your company travels far. I could say that another way. The culture, the aroma, the fragrance of the culture of your company travels far. There are companies right now that people are desiring to work in. Why? Because of their employer brand or reputation. The factors that you start looking at when you talk about employer branding, you're looking at what kind of employee benefits do you offer? What kind of salary? What kind of job security? What kind of do you have employee recognition system? The vision and culture of your business, career development opportunities, work-life balance, good working conditions. These are factors that are being considered when you're looking at employer branding. You have to build your system in a way. There's this award they give, best places to work. There are places that people love to work. And if you're going to attract the kind of people that you want, you must build your place to become the place that those kind of people love to work. And that is why he talks about, if you've been in our webinar about the foundational framework of building a business, we talked about 7 to 8 things there. We talked about vision, mission, core values, structure, policies, processes, and I think about 1 or 2 other things. These are the things that form the foundational framework. Do you have career growth opportunities for your team members? If a person joins you today as a secretary, where will they be in your business in the next 5 years? Some of us have no plan of promotion. So we keep them at one point. You keep doing that secretarial work. If I join your company as a cleaner, where will I be? That means your business must be one that designs training, to fit people into new career opportunities and roles. I can start as a secretary, and in the next 3 years, I'm hitting my first managerial, maybe branch manager role in your business. Do you have career growth opportunity? These are the things that enhances your brand as an employer of labor. I'm not talking about your brand for selling goods and products. No, I'm not talking about the brand you build to attract talent in the job market. Let me say this. So I have this mentor. He said he consults as well. So he said he went to see one of his clients in her house. He requested that the meeting should happen in her house. So he went for that meeting, and she lives in this very big and posh estate, very big place where big people live. And he said, he asked her a question. He says, "This place you're living, what will it take for your team members, your employees, to also be able to afford a place like this?" So like, "No, hey, that's so ambitious. So do you know how much we pay here? It's so high. Ah, no, 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 no." So he asked her and said, "Who are your neighbors around here?" He said, "Oh, this one works with Shell, this works with Chevron, this one, big." He told her, your your neighbors are employees in other businesses. And those businesses were built by human beings just like you. So the problem is that you are not building a business that reflects the dreams of your team members. That is why you don't see the possibility of them being able to afford where you're living by reason of working in your business. At that moment, her mind broke open. In 1 year, they crossed the billion mark revenue because she has started thinking, how can I build a business that reflects the dreams of my team members? Think about it. We've had the thing that, oh, you can never get wealthy working for someone. You can change the narrative. Your business should be able to produce millionaires. You have to build a, see, there's a lot when it comes to structure. That's why we do a lot when it comes to business model canvas. If you can make it for the employer's workshop, whether you're in Nigeria or you're in Ghana, if you can make it for the employer's workshop, we're going to delve into conversations around your business model canvas and explore all the possible options of revenue streams in your business. The problem most times is that we are building our businesses, yet leaving a lot of money on the table because we have not explored all the possible revenue streams within our business. It is distracting to go and build 6 businesses at the same time when no one has grown. You're spreading your energy thin. They tell you, oh, you have to have multiple streams of income. Let me tell you the truth. You can have multiple streams of income within what you're doing. I can be in my business as a CEO of Tribe Leadership Consult. I'm hosting workshops. I'm speaking. I'm authoring. I'm consulting. I have my coaching programs. I have a lot of things. Your business should have at least 10 revenue streams inside of it. You have not thought wide how to explore the possibilities that exist in your business. Let me not go into profitability conversation, but you have to build a business that reflects the dreams of your team members. Am I making sense? I love you are so quiet. I have very quiet people today in the comments. Ghana and Nigeria. Can I see who will make the loudest noise in the comments today? Yeah, I know Ghanaians will win. All right. So number 2 says, pitch your business. Pitch your business vision consistently. Pitch your business vision consistently. What does this mean? I said here that the same energy you apply towards your external marketing activities, you need to apply that same energy in selling your company to your team using your employment value proposition. That is what they stand to benefit from working with you. Most times we are focused on pitching our business to investors, to all of those. Yeah, we need all the resources we can get. But as much as you're pitching to investors and pitching to all those big guys, you need to learn to pitch your business vision consistently. One thing I do as a business owner is vision communication. Whether I'm correcting you, whether I'm sharing a plan, Whether I'm doing anything, you always see me go and say, that is why we need to do this because of what we're building. I draw your attention back to the reason why we are gathered. See, without a vision, you don't have a business, you have a marketplace. People just gather and, activity center. People just come and carry an activity. When there's a vision, there is something that binds our energy. And a vision is like a tree where birds can come and put their nests. So your vision must provide a nesting field for your team members. Their vision should find life is all about systems and subsystems. As much as my human body is a system all by itself, my body is also a subsystem when it comes to all the humanity on earth. And humanity, so every system is a subsystem of something bigger. Your vision should be a system where your team members' visions as subsystem begin to find expression. Talk about your vision. You have no business building a business if you don't have a vision. I'm going to teach you about vision management strategies. How do I make sure that my vision, permeates every single operation in my business? How do I make sure that my vision is ingrained in the heart of my team members? How do I explain my vision in a way that it captures the possibilities for the rest of my team members? There are strategies for managing vision. And number 3 here, which is the third one, and I think it's a lot, it says, sell growth opportunities to your team. Sell growth opportunities to your existing and prospective team members. Let them know who they will become working with you and the growth opportunities available through training and development programs. Please, if you've not subscribed to our channel, please go ahead and just click the subscribe button. If all of us that are here subscribe, we should get at least about 50% using our YouTube is quite new. So using our YouTube, you can just click the subscribe so that you always get notifications for each time we drop a video or we're live, because I'm going to drop a lot of educative videos on our channel. Go ahead and click to subscribe. We're at 27 right now. I'm hoping that before we leave here, we'll be at least at 50 subscribers. All right. So sell growth opportunities to your team members. I think I've touched on this. People work in places. Have you heard what's in it for me syndrome? Everyone has that sense of selfishness. If I'm going to work here, what do I have to get out of it? What's in it for me? So it's your work as a leader to, first of all, before you sell growth opportunities, create growth opportunities. One of the ways you can do this is by creating career growth plans in your business. If you join us, if you hit certain milestones, this is where you can be. This is what is possible for you. This is that. It's very important to establish what is possible. Who will your team members become because they chose to work with you is a question that forward-thinking business owners and entrepreneurs are asking. So quickly, I'll look at this, the 6S recruitment model. 6 things, the 6 process you go through when you're recruiting. You start out first with clarity. Some of us start looking for job candidates without being clear on what the specifications are. Before you start sourcing for candidates, please be clear on who your spec is. When you're clear about who your spec is, you will identify them easily. So the first S there is specification. Please specify who you're looking for. What level of expertise are you looking for this role? Are you looking for an entry level that you can train? Are you looking for an intermediate level that you can leverage their little experience and still provide more experience for them to grow? Are you looking for an expert level, someone who has expert skill in that field? You must be clear. Stop looking for entry level with the expectations of an expert. Stop using an entry level salary to source for an expert. So you need to be sure. If your budget can carry an entry level, please roll up your sleeves and get ready to train. Entry level means 0 to 2 years experience. That means they have very little experience. It means I want you to come and work with us. I may not have a huge budget to pay you, but I can guarantee you I'm going to train you and equip you with more skills. That's an entry level. But it becomes crazy when you're looking for an entry level because you have little money and then you expect them to have the result of an expert. That is you not being fair. So you must be specific. What kind of experience do I want this person to have had? How many years experience am I looking at? What kind of knowledge or skill sets do I need them to have? What kind of competencies? You're clear exactly who you're looking for. When you are clear, then you start to source. Now, the kind of people you're looking for are in certain kind of places. Some of those top professionals are in professional associations. How do you access those associations? Some of them are in certain kind of group. How do I access those kind of group? So sourcing for candidates is not just about you posting on social media, apply for job, or I have vacancy. No. Sourcing means that because of who I'm looking for, the kind of candidate I'm looking for, it affects the channel that I go to source from, the kind of job boards that I post on, the kind of, even sometimes the kind of people I ask to make recommendations on who can take this job. So sourcing is a strategic action. It's not just about you casting your bread on many waters. But you must be very strategic about it. After you have finished sourcing, the next thing is that you start to screen. You can use artificial intelligence to screen through candidates. You can review candidate applications, CVs, or whatever you told them to send, whether it's portfolios. You're screening to narrow down to those that have what you want or what you need. And after you have screened, you shortlist those candidates. These are the people we are going to be going ahead with in this process. After shortlisting, you go through a selection process. It could involve a lot of interviews, a lot of tests, and all of that. And you come to your final selection point and make selection of the candidates that you want. And after you have selected, it doesn't end there. The next thing is settlement. Settlement doesn't mean to pay them money. Settlement means the process you take them through to get them settled on the role. That is where effective job, role onboarding or onboarding process happens. The process through which you onboard people into your company for them to have a settling effect in your business. Because no one performs very well working on eggshells. They need to have settled in to be able to give their best to what you are building. Are we still together? Yeah. So these are the 6 S's. Now, the next webinar I'm going to see how we can have is how to onboard a new employee. Would you want to learn how to onboard a new employee? If I don't get up to 5 years in the comments today, not even 5, we are 20 of us here. So if I can get up to at least 15 yes, sure, we're going to host that maybe in a week or two on how to onboard your employee. Because if you make a right recruitment and have a poor onboarding system, your poor onboarding system will make a mess of your right recruitment process. Your poor onboarding system will make a mess of your right recruitment process. So it's not enough to know how to recruit. If you don't know how to onboard, good talent will slip out of your hands. Good people, you will lose good talent. Trust me, I'm good at this. You will lose good talent. So if I can get up to 15 years in the comments, I'm going to bring out the next webinar on how to onboard a new employee. So I just have Irene that has said yes. So if only Irene says yes, Irene is not going to work. So call your people and tell them, please comment yes and say so that we can have the onboarding session, how to onboard. So what do you stand to benefit when you build the right team? Number 1 is speedy accomplishment of your corporate goals and objectives. Of course, you're going to accomplish the reason for which you started your business. Number 2 is peace of mind. Peace of mind is underrated. You want to build a business that if you're not there for any reason, you will not have high blood pressure. Some of us are there, we still have high blood pressure. So have peace. I have peace of mind as an employer. I have a lot of peace. It doesn't mean I have a perfect team, but I have the right team. So peace of mind, peace of mind, peace of mind. You deserve peace. So when you have the right team, you will not be going to the hospital for checkup every now and then. Number 3 is entrepreneurial freedom. Some of us started business because we wanted some kind of time freedom, financial freedom, and all the freedom. And now it looks like we're caged by the same business we started for the purpose of freedom. So if you want to have more freedom as an entrepreneur to even explore, you need the right team. Number 4, more money. How many of us want more money? More money. We want more money. If you want to make more money, have a highly profitable business, you must explore the right team. Number 5 is strategic growth. When you have the right team, you're going to experience a lot of growth in your business. Number 6 is business longevity. If you keep doing hiring and rehiring every week you're in a hiring process of bringing people into your business, your longevity will be threatened. You will not even have the trust of your customers when they keep seeing new faces every single week they come to your business. And number 5 is expansion. When you have the right team, getting into new territories will not be a challenge. You will see yourself charting new causes, pushing borders and all of that, because you're building with the right team. More money, Daniel, more money is not the ultimate. Honestly, it's not the ultimate. There's something that gives more satisfaction than just money. And I'm going to talk about that in one of our webinars. All right. So the questions I want you to ask yourself today is, number 1, are you building a legacy business or are you building a hustle? You need to be very sincere with yourself. Are you building a legacy business or are you building just a hustle? If you're building a legacy business, your approach will be different. You're going to really appreciate the things that we're talking about today. Why you need family and have a little extra afterwards, then it's a hustle. But you need to be very honest with yourself. Number 2, what challenges are you currently experiencing in building, a winning team? What challenges are you currently experiencing in building a winning team? You need to outline those challenges. And if I have as much feedback as I have, see, what I do with businesses for me is beyond just money, is impact. Do I make money from it? Sure, I do. But what drives me is impact. So when you see me go all out to share this level of knowledge, share resources, and all of that, the first objective at the back of my mind is, how do I help more business people build highly thriving and sustainable organizations? So if I get a lot of feedback about some of these challenges, you can drop them in the chat. I'm willing to run webinars to address most of them. Number 3, am I willing to pay the price to get it right in building my business and establishing the right structures and foundational frameworks? Are you willing to get it right? There's a price to pay. There's a price to pay. There's a price of focus. There's a price to pay in getting it right. There's a price of building your leadership skills. If you get the right team, I've seen good talents die because of poor leadership. If you don't know how to lead people, you're going to lose people. When you see opportunities to enhance your leadership skill, embrace it, hug it, take it. Because you need a great leadership skill to be able to attract. And attracting is one thing. Retaining is another thing. You can attract and lose good people. But attracting and retaining good people is where the beauty is. So don't just focus on just attracting, also focus on retaining. So how many of you right now are excited about all we've talked about? How many of you, if you're really excited about what we've talked about, drop your favorite emoji in the comments. If you're really, really excited about the conversations we are having, please go ahead to subscribe to our channel. We're at 30 now. If you're really excited about all that you've learned, all we've talked about, please go ahead and drop it in the comment section. I want to see your chat. Are you excited about what we've talked about? Do you think having the right team is important for you? Do you think having the right team is important for you? Do you think you really want to have the right team members? The comment section is very what do you call it? Quiet. Do you think having the right team is very important? I want you to answer that question. When you are able to build the right team in your business, what would life look like for you? Some of us are struggling with people while shouting. Every day go to the office, we are yelling. Hey, I keep talking. You people want to just kill me in this business. My mom runs a business. That's how I always say I shout. People want to kill me. You want to give me high blood pressure. I said, nobody wants to give you high blood pressure. You're having high blood pressure because you chose to have high blood pressure. When you want to get it right, there's a process to building a right team. I have a team I am very proud of. Most of my team members are homegrown leaders. We brought them in and we groomed them. When I look at my team right now, people say, "Oh, you just select the best people for yourself." I say, if you know the risk I've taken in hiring, best that they can be. It takes a lot of leadership to see potential in people beyond what they see of themselves. And that is what I've done in the past years. That's why I said if you see leadership opportunity, hug it. Hug it is very important. All right, so before we start taking some questions, so right now you can drop your questions in the comment. I'll see how many of them I can attend to before we go, but you can drop your questions in the comment section. Yeah, so I see you, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce some of the names here. You say I've really been struggling in getting the right team, but I've learned a lot. See, I want to help you. I really want to help you get the right team. I really want to help you. I want to help you, I don't want you to depend on just consultants. I don't want you to depend on just immediate quick fix. I want you to have a lasting result when it comes to building your business with the right team. So before we start to answer questions, if we have any in the comment section, I need the permission to talk about two things. One, we are coming to Ghana. I'm so excited. This is not my first time in Ghana, but this particular trip to Ghana means a whole lot to me. I've been to Ghana to work on my clients' business, set up some things for them. But this is the first time I'm coming to Ghana to hold an event. And this is a highly transformational workshop. Ha! What we are cooking for the Ghana audience, I'm not sure we've gone this route in our Nigerian market. If you're in Nigeria here, don't worry, I got you covered, But for the first time, we'll be hosting our workshop, the 5th edition of our workshop in Ghana, Accra, Ghana. It's going to be happening at National Banking College. Is at airport access in Ghana, around the airport area in Ghana. And it's going to be happening on the 12th of June, just about a month plus from now, or 2 months, on the 12th of June. Ghana, don't miss this. Well, I'm going to delve into executive leadership and cause a revolutionary mindset shift when it comes to leadership conversations. We're going to delve into, even product pricing. Some of us are struggling to make money. We're making sales, but we're not making profits. We're going to delve into product pricing, business model canvas development. Some of us are struggling here with having clarity of vision for what we are building. We're going to have an envisioning exercise that will clarify your heart and your mind to understand the essence of the company you're building. We're going to have, in fact, you know what? We said we're going to stay in Ghana for 1 week. The reason we're staying, this is a one-day event. We can come today and go tomorrow. No, we're staying for 1 week because we're going to also be interfacing with other businesses. We'll be open to staff training. Oh, come and train our staff. Oh, come and consult with us. Oh, come and help us straighten our systems and structure. Come and help us with this. We're going to be investing time in Ghana. Why? We want to see more businesses in Africa stand. Africa is backward when it comes to building long-lasting businesses. We've built more of hustles, more of immediates, more of this and all of that. But now it's time to get it right. See, the way to building, there's a pattern to building. If you want to build a house, you don't just wake up one day and start laying blocks and bricks. There must be a plan. We're going all out. When we want to do something, we go all out to give the highest level of value. If you're in Ghana, there's an early bird. The registration fee for this event is 1,500 cedis. But there's an early bird discount that goes off on the 15th of April. You can get it at 1,200 cedis. When we have group participations, it crashes down to a flat rate of 1,000 cedis. For group participation, it crashes down to a flat rate of 1,000 cedis. But you know what I'm going to do for us? For those that are going to register within the next 24 hours, instead of paying 1,005 or 1,002, you're going to pay just 1,000 cedis. Did you get that? Does it sound exciting? Just for the next, that means till 9 p.m. tomorrow, you're going to be able to subscribe for this event as many slots as possible at 1,000 cedis for the next 24 hours. That's for those who are quick action takers, who want to jump in right now and say, hey, before she changes her mind. I'm not going to change my mind, don't worry. Let me get my slot. Reserve a slot, not just for yourself, but for your team members. If you have other leaders in your business, if you have managers, executives in your business, don't come alone. Do you know why? My partner will always say, the way leaders can replicate themselves in their team is by taking them to feed from the same source that they feed from. Did you get that? Stop learning alone. Stop being one of the reasons why you look like you're the lone voice of growth in your business is because you're the only person, you only invest in yourself for growth. Don't do that this time. Ghana is going to feel a different wave. In February, we were in Port Harcourt for the workshop. That came with a lot of challenges. See, the work we do for impact. On our way to Port Harcourt, it was not easy. I know one of us here is aware of what happened. But the work we do, primarily we do for impact, not even just for the profit. If you're in Ghana, rush now. 12th of June 2025. If you're outside Accra, plan to be in Accra. Don't say, oh, I'm in Kumasi, I'm in Greater Accra, I'm here. Take advantage of the immediate of the quick action takers discount and subscribe between now and tomorrow. Just 1,000 cities. I'm going to drop the what do you call it? The Momo account I'm using to collect payment. So you're going to be able to use that. If you want to say, okay, I don't have my 1,000, but between now and 15th, I'm going to have my 1,000. Because once it gets to 15th, it's going to be at a fixed fee of 1,500 cedis. This is not expensive. Don't say, oh, it's too high. It's not. Whatever you have to invest to build the kind of business that will deliver the kind of results you want is an investment. It's not an expense. We are traveling with a large team all the way from Nigeria to make this happen in Ghana. It's going to take a lot. We are willing to pay the price. Because it's beyond just the profit, like I always say. It's more about the impact. So Nigeria, you're not left out. Nigeria will have our Owerri version next month, May 22nd, in Owerri, Imo State. Lagos, we are coming to you in August. August is for Lagos. You guys should keep praying because I've been very shaky about Lagos. I've been very, very shaky about being in Lagos, But then I know that if I can get someone that say, oh, if someone even, do I have anybody in Lagos in this conversation? If you're in Lagos and you tell me now, I'm going to pay my 100,000 naira now, I'm going to be in Lagos, they will just seal it that Lagos is a deal. That's how far. I've not hosted an event in Lagos. Lagos is, but then I believe that in August we're going to be in Lagos. We also have our plans to be in Canada by October of this year. I think October or November of this year, Canada should have a feel of us. So we are growing. Our goal is to expand our message, if you're also not in and you want to be Lagos, Adewale, can you chat me up please after this webinar? I'd love to connect with you. Can you chat me up please after the webinar? I'd love to connect with you. I'm going to drop a contact in the chat box. I'm going to drop a contact in the chat box so that you can chat me up. Let's see if we can get a partner to help us in organizing for Lagos. We are in. All we need are just people in different locations, and we are all in. We also have opportunities for virtual participation. Virtual participation will be half the price of physical participation. So instead of paying 100,000 naira for Nigerians, you pay 50,000. For Ghana, honestly, I don't want any Ghanaian to come in for virtual. I want all of us to be live. We can't come all the way from Nigeria, and you can't come in from Kumasi or Greater Accra or all the places that are around. I've been Greater Region and all of that. I've been to Accra. I stayed at East Legon when I was there, and then I stayed at Kumasi a bit and all of that. So I want you to be there physically. So these are the galleries of some of our workshops. We can't even put all our stuff together. Maybe what I'm going to do, I'm going to share with you in the groups that we have snippets of these meetings that we've been having. You're going to see powerful snippets of the different meetings that we've been having. We have lots of testimonials from business owners in real estate, in consulting, in retail, manufacturing. We'll have people from all walks of life, oil and gas, all coming together in these webinars. And why should you be a part of this? This is 4 reasons you should be a part of this workshop. Number one, it gives you good networking opportunity. You build relationship outside of even your immediate scope. We will share insights. We share a lot of insights in those workshops. You also get to stay updated on industry trends and regulation when it comes to building a winning team. And also, we're going to be collaborating on solutions to common challenges that business owners are going through. Are you ready to secure your slots? Now, if you look on my screen, you're going to see the details for securing your slot for those who are in Ghana. So screenshot it. Take advantage of the 24 hours instant discount. Take advantage of it. The only time we're going to give $1,000, say $1,000, amen, 1,000 off. You're only going to access 1,000 CDs option only when we have group participation of 3 and above. So if you know that, hey, and you know what? The good thing also is that you can pay in installments. You can tell yourself, okay, I want to take advantage of these 1,000 CDs. I don't have my 1,000 CDs. I have 500 CDs. Make payment. Once you commit to the process, you find out that the supply, the resources to make it happen is there. Like I said, don't come alone. And for the first time, I have my first Ghana couple who will be attending this. I'm so excited. I love couple. I'm a couple in business. I love couples in business as well. So if you have a spouse doing business with you, please take a screenshot of this. I want to start hearing from our Ghana partners. Oh, 5 slots taken, 10 slots taken, 15 slots taken. Our goal is to have at least 100 business owners in that workshop. So am I going to see you? If I'm going to see you, I'm people say I'm in, I'm in, I'm in. I see people saying it. I'm in doesn't stop in the comment section. Yusuf, Brantor, forgive my wrong pronunciation and all of that. Those who are saying I'm in, I can't wait to meet you. Irene, I can't wait also. But the only way to validate the non-waiting that both of us have for each other is to go ahead and secure your slot. So screenshot this now. Take advantage of the fast action takers discount of 1,000 CDs, or you take advantage of the 1,200 CDs that ends on the 15th of April, or you can simply just pay the 1,500 CDs and secure your slots. If we can get partners in Ghana who can also help us market this event, we also have a referral commission system for you. So imagine you bringing 10 persons to attend our workshop and you have a free slot. Sounds good, right? Yes, it sounds good. Get 10 persons, you can attend the workshop for free. Get 5%, you can pay 50% and attend the workshop. So we're looking at how to make it good. So if I'm going to see you, details on the screen. You want to pay to be a part of it virtually. Owerri Imo State happens next month, 22nd. You want to pay to be a part of it. 50,000 naira. You attend virtually. I know I've had one of us in Ghana here attend one of our sessions virtually. Or you pay 100,000 and you're in Owerri for the event. You can connect with as many people as possible. All right. So thank you so much. Did you get value from this session? Are we already booking our slots to be at there? So I have a question that says, can you touch on the fears of starting a business? You shouldn't have a fear. Fear is a product of lack of knowledge. What breeds confidence in starting business is knowledge. When you don't know, you'll be scared. There's a process of starting a business. You don't just start by the grace of God or you start intuitively, you have to have a plan. There's a process. The reason why you're scared is that you've not done the groundwork. You don't have adequate knowledge on what it takes to excel in building a business. Always know this. Fear, as genuine can be, there's a fear that comes from there's a fear that comes from I've not done this before. As genuine as fear can be, there are things that you have to move. If you have the right knowledge, move amidst fears. Because fear is natural sometimes because of uncertainty, but you have to move. But if you lack knowledge and you start with fear, that's double failure. Both your lack of knowledge and fear will mix together and cause so much. What's in it for me syndrome? Everybody wants to know what's in it. Even is that thing in human beings that says, what will I stand to gain by being a part of this? It's natural. If you're a Bible person, I remember I said, I have a Bible bias. You know, someone in the Bible asked a question, and Jesus and said, Jesus who followed you, we've left everything to follow you. We've left houses, we've left family, we've left everything. What's the need for us? What do we stand to gain by following Jesus? And Jesus told them, in this life, you get this, that is not a Bible class. But what I'm trying to say is that he didn't tell them, stop asking that kind of question. It's a very worldly question. He didn't say that. He gave an accurate answer of what they stand to gain by being with him. What is possible for me working in your business? So don't condemn the thoughts. Don't tell them you shouldn't act such. It's very evil. So no, are you selfish? No, no, no. Let them know. What are the growth opportunities available to them? What are the benefits, employee benefits available to them? Who would they become in the next 5 to 10 years if they choose to partner with you in building that vision? These are the questions. This is what it means on what's in it for me syndrome when it comes to building a business. So I hope I've answered you, Sharon. I hope I answered you, Suleimana. I hope I've answered. Any other question? So are we getting our slots yet? Are we getting our slots yet? Ghana, are you ready? Are you ready? I'm ready. Honestly, I'm ready. Our team here in Nigeria, we're ready. And we know it's going to be powerful. Adewale, we're going to connect. Lagos is for August. Thank God. And I'm trusting that we're going to have good partners in Lagos who will help do some of the runarounds, securing venue and all of those things while we focus on marketing and getting the audience to be with us in that event. Any questions? So much for all the feedback. If you've not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to Tribe Leadership Academy by Joyce Kenneth. We have 31 people here. If all of us here should subscribe, we should get to about 50 of us before the end of today. So I just want to tell you, thank you for joining in. I know that, and I saw all the yes that we answered. Our next webinar will be how to onboard an employee. Are you excited? How to onboard an employee. These things take a lot of knowledge. That's why I say if you know it, you will not be scared. I'm currently making some recruitment efforts on my business. I'm not scared about getting the wrong people because I know what to do. I know what to do, So I want you, go for knowledge. I'm here for you. Honestly, I'm here for you. I'm here for every single person here. I want to see you succeed. I want to see your business thrive. I want to see a lot of things change. And whoever is the first person here that will get a quick action takers bonus, I'm going to give you a complimentary copy of one of my books when I'm in Ghana. So let's know who the first will be. I'm very expectant for the first person from this particular session of this webinar to secure their slot. So thank you so much. Thank you, Irene. Thank you, Adewale. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Sulemana. Thank you, Onipaba. Thank you, Mr. Benjamin. Thank you, Patience. Thank you, Evans. Thank you, every single person. Daniel, I hope you're still there. Edwin, and every single person that joined in today. It meant a lot to me having you in my space. And I'm looking forward to seeing you, whether in Ghana or in Nigeria. So thank you and God bless you. Have a very beautiful weekend ahead. Bye. Have a